we have in the studio with us Brother Roy Anthony Beckford, who's Green Party candidate running against, who's going to win against Rodney's Bishop on November 6th. How you doing, brother?
I am good. How are you doing?
We're fighting, man. That's what we're doing. We're fighting to win. That's
exactly. Liberation.
That's what we're doing. So our audience, when they heard, we've been for a month now running a radio spot of you talking, and at the end, it's my voice asking everyone in our community to vote for Roy Anthony Beckford. But they're like, Dawood, who is Roy Anthony Beckford? We've never heard of him. Who is he? So who are you, brother?
Oh, man. So put it like this. I am the liberator of the people. You know, I take the teachings of all of our ancestors and all of those who came before us, to fight for us, to make sure that we have our unity, to have our empowerment. I am the embodiment of that when it comes to our community. I am a, longtime community advocate, activist. I'm the leader of the Brooklyn sector for Cop Watch Patrol Unit. I'm a mentor for the children, and also for the elders. I am that demand that the people have been asking for. I am what they've been demanding for so long and have been crying out for so long. I am that voice of the silence.
Someone who's not a politician, right?
Yeah, I'm not a politician. I'm a straight up advocate. We already know how the politicians are, tricksters and so forth like that. I'm an advocate for the people.
I have to tell the audience that since the year 2000, when Patrick Dorisman was killed, we met up with the October 22nd Coalition, and we met with Brother Nicholas Hayward, Sister Juanita Young, all the other parents. And every year, family knows we've spoken here on the radio with Nicholas years past, and Nicholas has come many times to our community. And when I had heard about Roy Anthony Beckford, and folks in this community know that what we said is that Rodney's Bishop does not work for the community, does not represent the community, is a stooge in the pocket of our enemies. But I didn't know who was running against Rodney's Bishop. And when we got to the event, the memorial for Nick Jr. This past August, and I saw one of the cars in the parking lot outside with a sign of Roy Anthony Beckford, and I told my wife, hey, check this out, this is the brothers running against Rodney's. And then when I got inside, I found out that Anthony Beckford was not just there to come and do a photo op, but he was a member of the committee, celebrating this event. And he is someone, because Brother Nicholas is very sick right now, but he is someone who's like a right hand to the family, supporting them at this moment here. And we had met beginning of September, and I gave him some homework,
Yes, you did.
I gave him some homework. I said, we can beat Rodney's, but this is what we would have to do. Yes. And I didn't hear from him. I said, oh, maybe he gave up or something. What's going on here? And then he called me the other day. He got a message that, he is doing a fundraiser this Friday at Queen Bee's on Church Avenue. So this is a campaign that has the message, the right message with the right messenger right now, but there's not a lot of resources. Yes. So we want the people listening here, the community, to support. Yes. Because we're not going to get to defeat Rodney's Bishop. I think she's up to maybe $200,000 already of our enemy's money in her pocket.
Yes.
And so if we want to make a difference here, there has to be support. So, Sister Marilyn, I don't know if you want to tell family about the event coming up this Friday, and even if folks cannot make it to the event, how can they support the campaign? Yes.
They can go online to Anthony Beckford's page, Facebook page, and he has multiple links where you can donate to his campaign, and it'll be a really smart thing to do because he is an activist for this community.
And how do we spell Anthony Beckford for us?
The last name first, or okay, the first name is ANTHONY for Anthony, and then Beckford is BECKFORD.
Now, when family get to the voting booth, are they going to see Roy Anthony Beckford or Anthony Beckford?
They're going to see Anthony Beckford.
Anthony Beckford.
Yes.
So just look for Anthony Beckford. Now, the event happening this Friday, if you can speak a little about it, Brother Beckford.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, so the event I'm doing this Friday is it's for the campaign, but it's also for the community, because everything I do, me running, everything like that, is for the people. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, what your background is. You know, it's about unity amongst our community to build back our power, you know, build back our growth, you know, get what we need. So it's going to be at Queen Bee's, which is 3023 Church Avenue, which is in between Nostrand Avenue. It's on Church Avenue between Nostrand and East 31st. You know, so this is going to be a unity event. You know, there's going to be karaoke there. There's going to be food there. You know, I'm going to be singing my little Barry White. You know, see, I get to witness that, you know, but it's good. It's an enjoyable time. You know, I do this not just for me, but I do it mainly for the people, for us to have a safe haven, for an escape from that, you know, from that 9 to 5 that we have, for that stress that we may have had throughout the week. You know, we get to enjoy each other. We get to have unity, network with each other, you know, learn about each other. This is one thing that we need in our community, one thing that my opponent has been dividing us from doing, you know, because my thing has always been, if there are colonizers and you support colonizers and you have a colonizer mindset, these are the things that have destroyed our communities, our islands, and our countries. And we have to unite together. And that's what the community unity party that I'm doing this weekend, well, this Friday, at Queen Bee's is about. It's about us coming together. Every single person, whether you're Haitian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, to come out and show love and unity amongst each other. Because we used to have this saying in the West Indies, which is one people under the sun. That's how we united. That's how we came together. That's how 1804 became a landmark time for us. You know, and this is what we need. Because my campaign is not just a campaign for the people. It is our rebirth of the revolution for us to take back what is ours.
Let me run this radio spot that we've been running, and I guess you're going to get to hear it for the first time here.
Deputy Beckford, representing District 42 here in Brooklyn, New York, which is Flatbush, East Flatbush, Midwood, and Ditmas Park. I am running, and I am pushing for your support for my campaign. I'm a longtime community advocate, Marine Corps veteran. I'm an activist. I'm out here every day representing the community, fighting for the community, fighting for their rights, fighting for women's rights, immigration rights, fighting for public school funding, fighting for this earth, making sure that we stop fracking, that we stop these pipelines, that we stop these oil spills, that we get clean, renewable energy, make sure that we have police accountability in our communities. There's a whole lot that I'm doing. I'm also fighting for housing. Housing is a right. Healthcare as well. Healthcare is a human right. We have to make sure we have proper, affordable healthcare for everyone. We also have to make sure that when it comes to housing, that everybody's able to have affordable housing. Not just affordable for certain people, but affordable for everyone. Like I said, you can support me. You can find my website at voteforbeckford.nationbuilder.com. The 4 is spelled out F-O-R. You can find me on social media on Twitter at voteforbeckford. And the 4 on that is the number 4. It says vote, the number 4, Beckford. On Facebook, it's Anthony Beckford, 4 State Assembly. The 4 is spelled out Anthony Beckford, Anthony Beckford, and have a good day. I'm out here fighting, basically making sure that the people get the representation they need. Lip service is cheap, action is everything. Let's get it.
Si ou se yon citoyen américain epi ou habite nan district 42 ya, zone Flatbush, East Flatbush, Midwood ak Ditmas Park, et pour décider voyer yon message clair by Rodney's Bishop ak partisan liyo, yon message qui dit ou rejete Sweet Mickey, ou rejete Ti Nicolas Duvalier, mardi 6 novembre. Bonnet, n'a demandé au al jete yon bulletin vote pour Roy Anthony Beckford, candidat Green Party pour remplacer Rodney's dans Albany. Si ou chita la kayou, c'est pour Rodney's ou voter.
So basically what the last message we're telling folks is, because a lot of people don't like Rodney's Bishop, that she's supporting Michel Martelly, she's supporting Duvalier's son in Haiti, and we're telling them it's not just about staying home, because we say if you stay home and you don't go and drop a vote for Anthony Beckford, it's like you're voting for Rodney's. So, and for the KomoKoda folks, it's funny, KomoKoda, this is the KomoKoda program, Committee to Mobilize Against Dictatorship in Haiti. When I met with Brother Beckford a few weeks ago, he's telling me that he was in his car driving down at Flatbush Avenue, and he saw this protest in front of the Barclays Center. This was the Medgar Evers graduation, you know, and we were protesting against Hillary Clinton, that these clowns at Medgar Evers, they had the gall to bring, you know, she called our youth super predators. And, you know, the clowns, you know, the stooges at Medgar Evers, they have the gall to bring her as, you know, keynote to speak to the graduates. And brother said he stopped his car and he joined the protest.
Exactly. Cause, and that's the thing, because, you know, I've lived through the Clinton era, and I was, you know, a youth when they called us super predators and so forth like that. I seen when the mass incarceration became a business, even more, you know, underneath the Clinton administration. I've seen where even after the earthquake, how, you know, they robbed the people of Haiti of over $6 billion that was supposed to be revitalize and rebuild the country, and basically robbed them of it. You know, and then the fact that my opponent, Rodney's Bishop, decided that she want to build a Haitians for Hillary club, which is basically just spitting on, you know, the legacy of the people. You know, you can't say that you want to rename streets for, you know, revolutionary, leaders if you're aligning with the colonizers who are responsible for the destruction and the hindrance of the country. Especially when the fact you got members of the Disability Caucus of the DNC who just exposed her also for cooperating with ICE to remove undocumented individuals out of their homes so the landlords can raise their rent. So you cannot align yourself with a person who says that they're your friend, but yet really they're your enemy. You know, it's one thing to smile in your face, it's another thing to get stabbed in your back. You know, and that's what I'm fighting against. I'm fighting against the corruption. When she's receiving money from Real Estate Board of New York members and from these real estate lobby companies, and then they're taking away our homes. Right up the block on Ocean Avenue, there's a whole building that is full of Haitian American families that had a vacate order out of their building. They don't even know when to come in back to their homes to get their belongings, to live once again. But yet they reached out to her numerous times and she refused to do anything. I even had a tenant recently at 2511 Newkirk Avenue, which is a rent stabilized building, tell me that all the tenants of that building reached out to her, and which she lives right around the corner from that building. Her office is right down the block from that building, but yet she's not out there advocating for the people. And this one tenant, the landlord purposely knocked down the support beam in the apartment below her, which sunk her floor in, making it unlivable for her and her children. And she's a Haitian American. Her mother is a disabled woman. But yet, if you're really standing for the people, how are you abandoning them? You're doing just as those who speak kind words to us and provide a lip service but yet you're doing nothing for us. And it's about time that the people realize they need to stand strong and stand strong against her. Because if I'm able to come out there and unite with the people, if I'm able to come out there, even with my child, and unite with the people, and to make sure that the people understand that there's an actual fighter for them, to make sure there's a vanguard in the community for them, to protect them from the predatory landlords, from the predatory police officers, from these predatory elected officials who are only in it to make money and to advance their careers, but not do anything for the people, then it's a problem. Even with the in the state assembly, she refused to co-sponsor a bill that would eradicate and abolish the preferential rent that is making our rents raise and pushing all of us in this community. Haitian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Guyanese, Grenadian, everyone out of our community. She refused to co-sponsor that bill. There's a problem with Rodnice, and the problem is that she doesn't give a damn about us.
You know, and this is an issue with you speaking to Haitians.
Yes.
And some folks in our community, they're like, better to have a Haitian, you know, even if it's rotten, no good Haitian, than to not have a Haitian. What would you say to these people?
Liberate your minds. I'm here for y'all. I'm here fighting for y'all. If Rodney stays in office, your love for her will be the destruction of the community. She could only do but so much for her self-legacy. I'm doing this for the people. I don't care if if you loved at one point in time because of the fact that she shares the culture, but you have to figure she's not doing anything for the culture. Every street naming, I have been there. But at the end of the day, if she's not out there for the people advocating for them, then that's a problem. If she is in her office, or not even in her office like she isn't most of the time, and she's not passing legislation for the people, then that's a problem. You look at the fact that TPS, she keeps on mentioning TPS. But yet, everybody knows, and a lot of people may not know, and you may know now, that Trump, he has decided already to eradicate TPS. So that way he could basically deport a lot of Haitian people in droves in 2019. Rodnice is still supporting TPS knowing that there's an expiration date. But yet, where has she mentioned about general amnesty? About saying that we need to put a permanent solution to these problems, to provide permanent residency to the people out here. And I know everybody out there want to make sure they have permanent residency, make sure they have a full citizenship for themselves and for their family. And this is directly to the Haitian community out there. This is what you need. She's not trying to provide that. She's trying to sell you false dreams and lies so that way she can get voted in. She's using you to get voted in. She's using your pain. She's using the fact that you have passion for yourself and for your culture to advance her own self-agenda. That no longer can happen. What she is doing is mimicking the same agenda and tactics of the colonizers. Look at the fact that when there used to be Hispaniola, look what the Spaniards did. Look what the French did. And look what Rodnice Bashar is doing right now to our community. She's dividing us. She's trying to take over for herself. She's trying to provide a new dictatorship where she runs and controls your mindset and your thinking.
We have just about 2 minutes left, but I was reading some news, and I saw this tragedy that happened in our community over the weekend. A young man, 20-year-old, who it seems mental difficulties, because I can't imagine anything else leading to him pushing or dropping his 4-year-old little brother off this building rooftop. And I was watching, and then I saw Donna being interviewed, and Donna Hayward is Nicholas Hayward's wife, and right after Donna, they were showing people putting flowers, and then I saw you putting flowers there. Where was Rodney's?
Rodney's was absent, as she is in every tragedy. She wasn't there when Dwayne June got murdered and he had mental health issues. She wasn't there for that. When a young man got murdered over on right here on Nostrand and Avenue D last summer, she wasn't there for that. Rodney's is not there for the community. She's not there. You know, Shimron Smith, who was the 4-year-old who got thrown off the roof of his building.
Do you think Rodney's knows his name?
She doesn't care about his name. She doesn't care about the family. They haven't reached out to her. She hasn't reached out to them at all. She hasn't come out at all. She doesn't come out to anything that happens in the community. She does, like I said, there's even a housing situation that's a crisis around the corner from her, and she refuses to go to their building to advocate for them. Rodney's does not care about nobody but Rodney's.
So the election is November 6th.
Yes, November 6th.
November 6th, and Sister Jade said she would not speak, but she's going to be the one telling our families why they must go out and vote for Brother Beckford.
110%. Peace and blessings, everyone. Good night. Anthony Beckford is a very strong and powerful black man. He is a member of this community. He's always out there on the front lines. He has over 20 years of demonstrated community organizing and advocacy work. He is always here to protect us and to protect our interests. So we need people who are going to be real, who are not going to take money from real estate developers or corporations. We need a grassroots movement that's going to keep our agenda first and foremost to create some protection for the folks within our community, our women, children, elders, and also men, and then to also push back on any wicked or corrupt systems of oppression that exist today in Brooklyn. So I'm really glad to say that I'm here with this brother's support, and I do urge you to support him. You can go and look up Anthony Beckford online, and also if you would like to contribute to his campaign, he is out here every day. The website is voteforbeckford.nationbuilder.com. voteforbeckford.nationbuilder.com.
You see, and she didn't want to speak, you know. So, you know, at the event for Nicholas, my wife, the one thing she remembered, she noted, is the way you interacted with your daughter. So, in essence, you're fighting here for your daughter here.
Well, not only for my daughter, for everybody's children. Put it like this, I'm a father of 5. I'm grateful. 2 sons, 3 daughters, but yet my children are a representative of the rest of the children out there. You know, my daughter, she's 6 years old. She's always on the front lines with me with certain things, you know, and she advocates hard for her daddy, you know, and advocate hard for my daughter, but also for every child that's out there. When it comes to mental health, when it comes to police interactions, when it comes to our housing, when it comes to immigration, when it comes to our finances and our businesses, I am the one that's going to save this community and rebuild us back up to make sure we thrive as a full Caribbean united front against the oppression of Donald Trump and the system out here, and against colonizer mindset people like Rodney Bashar.
I want to thank you, Brother Anthony Beckford. That's who our family is going to vote for on November 6th. I want to thank Sister Marilyn and Sister Jade for coming out. And this Friday, that's 3023 Church Avenue. What time is the event?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. That's late, man. 10 p.m. Yeah. But anyway, you don't have to wait for that event to bring your support. Just get in touch with us, and we'll get you in touch with Brother Beckford. So thank you very much, everyone who is listening, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Show chaud, non pas j'en dis un mot. Soleil la chaud, non pas j'en dis un mot. Soleil la chaud, non pas j'en dis